Hey there guys, welcome back to Saleshandy's Cold Email Masterclass. As always, I'm Sanjana here to instruct you through this lesson. So now that we have a good understanding of what email deliverability is, how important it is, and the factors that can affect it, let us now finally move on to figuring out how exactly we can improve it. Here at Saleshandy, we tell our users that while we can help automate their cold email campaigns, we can't guarantee their emails will reach primary inboxes, much less get opened. But we do have a couple of techniques to offer to maximize and increase email deliverability. So let's get right into it. The first thing you need to do to improve your deliverability is to gain a thorough understanding of sender's reputation. No, this does not have to do anything with your brand reputation in any way. The sender reputation of a particular email account is given to the domain by ESPs to determine your trustworthiness as a sender. If you have a higher score, it means ESPs are far more likely to allow your emails to pass through their servers without any hassles, which means you will land in the primary inbox of recipients. If you have a lower score, it does not necessarily mean your emails will be flagged as spam. However, with a lower score, you increase your chances of landing in the spam, junk, or promotions folder. But how exactly is a sender reputation score determined in the first place? Factors such as the content quality, quality of contacts, and the engagement metrics of previous emails from your domain are all taken into account when determining a score. This is why we heavily emphasize on prioritizing those elements in the earlier parts of this lesson. If your sender's reputation drops below a certain threshold, ESPs are inclined to block your emails from landing in the primary inbox of a recipient or anywhere in their inbox. So here are a couple of tools you can use to check your sender reputation. Saleshandy, senderscore.org, Trusted Source, Google Postmasters Tool, and Barracuda Central. Here are a few ways that can help you improve your sender reputation. Reduce bounce rates, reduce complaint rates, have proper formatting of your email content, only share valuable content, beware of spam traps, avoid getting blacklisted, and of course, warm up your inbox. By the way, your sender reputation should be greater than 80. If it becomes less than 80, then you need to immediately start working on fixing it. It is also recommended that high volume campaigns be paused at this time till your score goes back to 80 or above. Another way to boost your score is by warming up your inbox. So email warmup or inbox warmup, what exactly is it? An email warmup typically consists of system-generated emails that are automatically replied to, removed from the spam folder, and engaged with to show ESPs that you are a legitimate sender. Most cold email softwares offer this feature, and most of the time it's fully automated. An automated warm-up works by mimicking human-like conversations. Basically, emails are sent out from your account and engaged with positively by a network of safe inboxes and unique AI to improve your deliverability and reputation. When you have a new email account, it is not capable of sending a large number of emails at the moment. You need to make your email account ready to launch mass email campaigns, and that's what the process of email warm-up facilitates. It prepares your domain for high volume sending. Usually, a proper email warm-up process involves gradually increasing the number of emails along with the engagement to show ESPs you are a legitimate and trustworthy sender. The email warm-up process generally takes about 3 to 4 weeks, longer if you're doing it manually. By the way, as we mentioned earlier, you might have missed it, all email accounts should also keep warming up their domains. It keeps your engagement rate high consistently, which is always welcome. A warmed up inbox ultimately results in higher open, reply, and click-through rates. You can automate this process either by using a cold email tool or a tool specifically designed for inbox warmup. Saleshandy offers an email warm-up feature as well. You simply need to turn it on and you're pretty much set. The next way you can improve your deliverability is by using a cold emailing software. Too many marketers and salespeople assume cold emailing and email marketing software are the same. Both these methods have different needs, thus their software offers different features too. The sole purpose of email marketing software is to send bulk emails to an existing list of opted-in subscribers. Cold email software is designed to help you reach out to prospects who you have not previously engaged with or talked to. Email marketing software usually comes with visually appealing templates and an HTML editor to design emails, whereas cold emailing software only has a normal plain text editor. Cold emailing software sends email from your own mailbox which is your own unique sending servers, which ensures emails look to one and not one-to-many. While in email marketing software, the email goes from a shared email sending server, which are owned and maintained by themselves. This mostly gets identified as bulk sending software by spam filters, and this could result in your emails landing in the promotional folder or the spam folder. The most important part about cold emailing softwares is that it replicates human-like sending. So choose a cold emailing software that has important features such as email tracking, merge tags for mass personalization, automated follow-ups, inbox warm-up, A/B testing, email engagement analytics, and etc. The next way to increase deliverability is by having a custom tracking domain. A custom tracking domain is your own domain that you can use to track opens and clicks in your emails. This is done by masking the tracking URLs with your own branded domain. Custom tracking domains are used to improve sequence performance. Beyond that, custom tracking domains are known to preserve sender reputation, boost deliverability, and also help in improving click-through rates of the links inserted in emails. Generally, custom tracking domains are used to track links such as calendar invites, landing pages, blogs, social media platforms, call to actions, and etc. When you're able to track these links, you gain helpful insights into the performance of your campaign and also user behavior. But adding links to your email content can compromise your deliverability, right? Yes, it can. But guess what? Using a custom tracking domain for your links, you can work your way around this. Because spam emails are on the rise, white labeling is a recommended criteria to ensure emails reach the primary inbox. By using a custom tracking domain, along with SPF and DKIM authentication, your email links are white labeled, which ensures deliverability. By the way, when you use a default tracking domain, the generic one provided by cold emailing software or email service providers, it can affect your delivery rate as you're sharing the tracking domain with other companies. This is why it's extremely recommended that you use a custom tracking domain to boost and preserve your deliverability. The next way is to pay attention to personalization. Did you know that personalization can affect your email deliverability? Yes, this happens. So here's the thing. When you send out identical mass emails, ESPs regard those emails as spam. This in turn ends up triggering the spam filters, and emails don't reach their intended destination, eventually making their way to the spam folder. Besides, cold emails should be personalized and tailored to each recipient anyways, right? Don't just personalize on first and last name basis. Make each email unique to the pain points of prospects. Saleshandy offers personalization features such as merge tags and spin text. With merge tags, you can mass personalize every single email that you send out. Spin text generates different versions of words, sentences, or phrases which you can use in your greetings, introduction, content paragraphs, and sign-off phrases to make your emails more unique and decrease the similarity between them. Besides, personalization will only help you yield the best results. Email personalization can increase your reply rates by 100%. You can also personalize the subject line as it can increase your open rates by 22%. What can you personalize? You can personalize the email body, subject line, and the call to action. The next element you can work on to improve your deliverability are bounce rates. Pay close attention to your bounce rates. The higher the bounce rate you have, the higher the chance you have of hurting your email deliverability. The accepted benchmark for an email bounce rate is somewhere around 2%. This basically means if you are sending 100 emails, it is normal to see 2 of those emails bounce. However, if your bounce rate is above 5%, then it is time to bring down that number to a healthier range by following the best email deliverability practices. There are 2 types of bounce rates, by the way. There's a hard bounce and there's a soft bounce. So a hard bounce is usually indicative of a permanent, irreversible error, most likely due to an invalid email address. To protect and maintain your sender reputation, exclude these email addresses from your list for future campaigns. A soft bounce rate, on the other hand, happens when there is a temporary problem with the recipient server or another technical problem, such as the inbox of a user being too full. You can try sending your email again after 48 hours, or you can try contacting them through a different channel. The next thing you need to do to improve your deliverability is to make sure that it is easy to unsubscribe. Yes, people have the right to unsubscribe from your cold emails as well. Once you open the lines of communication with a prospect, make sure you give them the free will to unsubscribe. You can either place an unsubscribe button at the bottom of the email, make sure it is easy to find and legible, or simply ask them to tell you if they would like to stop receiving emails from you. This is the best and the most simplest way to being avoid marked as spam. Don't try to trick your prospects by burying the unsubscribe link. In theory, it sounds like a great way to prevent someone from unsubscribing, but ultimately it will cost your future emails, especially if they mark you as spam. So this is an example of what an unsubscribe button would look like in your email. So now let's move on to positive and negative email engagement reactions monitored by mailbox providers. So the first reaction that is monitored is the number of read emails and the time spent reading the message. Mailbox providers know which emails were read and the ones that were left unread. Additionally, they're also aware of how long a recipient spent interacting with the message. This is a metric considered very valuable for mailbox providers. The next metric that they measure is if the email was moved to a different folder. The placement of the email into a specific folder implies that the recipient wants to keep the message or is expecting future emails from the sender. The third metric is if the email was forwarded. If a recipient forwards your email to others, it is a strong indicator that they find your content valuable and want to share it with others. Moreover, it also implies that they were expecting your email. The second last engagement metric that mailbox providers observe is if your email address has been added to the contact book of the recipient. One of the first actions anti-spam systems see if the sender is already an existing contact in the recipient's address book. If yes, then the chances of primary inbox placement are higher regardless of any other poor metrics. The last engagement metric is if the user marked your email not as spam. When a user rescues your email from their spam folder and unmarks it as spam, this action is highly valued by mailbox providers. Unmarking a message as spam takes effort on their part and reflects their desire to receive future emails from your side. Here are a couple of tools that we recommend for better deliverability. Of course, you can use Saleshandy as a cold emailing software. You can use Saleshandy Connect as an email extractor and tracking tool. The Postmaster Tools by Google is an excellent tool to check the performance of your domain. In case you want to check the spamminess of your email, then I suggest using Spam Checker by MailMeteor. You can use Glock apps as your email deliverability toolkit. SenderScore is a great tool to check your sender reputation. And then we have the Spam House project to check if you're blacklisted. Then we have the last tool, which is MX Toolbox, to check the different types of DNS records and also to find out what's missing. This about concludes everything there is on email deliverability. I really hope that the information from this particular lesson really stays in your mind. Up next, we have lesson 4, which is about follow-up emails, ultimate game changers. So see you in lesson 4.